Hello friends, Sketchy's back, and I wanted to know if you were afraid of sharks. Sketchy sure is. Sometimes I'm in the bathtub and I'm worried that some shark will swim up through the drain and bite my toes. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I'm still afraid of it. I want to draw a shark with you, and not just any shark. I want to draw a baby Megalodon. So what would a Megalodon look like if it was a tiny little baby? Let's draw one together. Grab your blue pencil and let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw like a big, smiley face. This is his tummy. So draw a smiley face like this. Now over the top from here to here, the tip of his nose to his tail, we're gonna draw kind of goes up like this and then down like this. It's like a wave. Now here on the very front of its nose, I'm gonna draw a smile like this. And then right here where his chin or his lower lip meets his mouth, I'm going to put a little pucker like that and then make that line meet the tummy. Babies have great big eyes and really tiny faces. So I'm gonna draw a great big eye on this shark. Right up here, I'm gonna draw a circle. It's overlapping the edge here. It's just a great big circle like this. And then I'm gonna draw another circle inside of it. And then I'm gonna draw two circles on the edge. These are his highlights. And of course it's gonna have a little smile, dimple here. Now, sharks have noses, so I'm gonna put a little apostrophe right there between his eye and his nose. I'm gonna draw a line from his nose, below his eye, over his mouth, and then back down again, and up to his tail. It's a wave as well. It kind of matches his back. Then I'm gonna draw a dorsal fin. And it's not gonna be great big, it's gonna be little, like this. You know what? What if we made it really big? Let's try that. So someday, he'll grow into it. Let's leave both of those for a minute and then we'll decide when we lock it all in. Right here, on this line, we're gonna draw his fin. Just draw a C shape and then straight, like this. That's his little arms. Then back here, there's gonna be little stabilizers. So we're gonna do a little V, just like this. His tail, we're gonna do a little S curve like this, just a little one. And then we'll mirror it down here. It looks kind of like a bow. We're gonna add the inside of his tail, like this. And then I'm gonna clean up this line right here. I want this to come really tight like this. In fact, I'm gonna make it skinnier right here. There we go, a little skinnier. Now one thing that sharks are known for is their teeth. So I'm gonna put in some teeth. He also has gills that he breathes with, and they're between his mouth and his fin. So I'm gonna do 3 C shapes, like the letter C. Now let's lock it all in with a black pencil. I'm gonna fill in the eye pupil first, and I'm gonna be very careful to go around the highlights. And I'm just gonna fill in that pupil. Now, sharks have a very dark pupil and it covers almost all of their eye. But this one is kind of cuter. So I'm just, and notice how I leave the top of that circle a little bit lighter and the bottom a little bit darker. Is because I'm trying to make it feel like there's a shadow there. The nose is gonna be a little bit flat. And I'm gonna choose the big one here. And I'm gonna give a little right there like that. as if it scraped itself on a rock. Let's finish the back here, all the way down. I'm gonna leave that light. Now let's do the tail. And boink, boink, boink. Now I'm gonna lightly draw in this line here. And then add the comma or apostrophe for his nose. And add the front of his mouth here. It looks like a big U shape. And then a little dimple. Boom. I'm gonna fill this in a little bit more because I want it to be darker on the bottom here. Add his teeth. He might have a whole bunch of teeth in there if he opens his mouth. We'll add those gills, and then his fin, his stabilizer. And now we're gonna go from the tail all the way up to his chin. It's gonna be flat here, and then scoop under, and come around and connect right there like this. We'll do the same thing again, just darken it in. And as you darken it in, your pencil will tend to kind of go off course a little bit. And that helps because then the line gets thicker and darker. So I'm gonna darken this in like this. I'm gonna add a little shadow underneath this tooth and right there. And with the side of my pencil, I'm just gonna shade in the top part of my little baby Megalodon, because sharks are kind of like that. They're lighter from the bottom so that their prey, when they look up, they see a light shape and it's not as dark. And when prey is above them and they look down, it kind of looks like the bottom of the ocean and it's darker. So, that is our baby Megalidon. I hope you had fun drawing with me, and be sure to subscribe so you can watch all of our great lessons. See you later!